Whoa.
Well, down south they're stirring up a shiny new mess, spilling verbal diarrhea, putting diplomacy to the test. Yeah, they're poking at DC, trying to make the eagle mad, acting like the playground bully is the best friend they ever had.
Then Ronald Mueller steps up, adjusting his tie, says, we don't need the USA, we'll let the Donald fly on by. He says we'll go our own way, we don't need a stamp of grace, while he's slamming every door right in his own face. Oh, the ANC is foot and mouth troubles, talking loud and proud, while the misery doubles, thinking they're a heavyweight, throwing punches in the dark, but they're biting off a whole lot more than they can bar. Yeah, the times are getting tough and the road is getting rough, cause the ANC has foot and mouth troubles. He thinks the world is with him, living in a hazy dream, but nobody's carrying water for a failing scheme. Marco Rubio stood up and he turned on the light, expose the race-baiting efforts and the fuss and the fight. You can't sway the big players with a cheap magic trick.
When the global scene is moving, yeah, it moves pretty quick.
You delude yourself thinking that you hold all the cards.
Now you're standing all alone in your own backyard. Oh, the ANC has foot and mouth troubles, talking loud and proud, while the misery doubles, thinking they're a heavyweight, throwing punches in the dark, but they're biting off a whole lot more than they can bar. Yeah, the times are getting tough and the road is getting rough, cause the ANC has foot and mouth troubles.
It's embarrassing for Cyril,
Yeah, stings a little bit,
he went down to the G20,
looking for a place to sit,
but the nameplate was changed.
yeah, the story is cold.
He's been replaced by Poland, or so we are told.
Now the sun is going down on the yellow, green, and black.
And there ain't no use in trying to take the insults back.
No mas, no joy at Luthula House tonight.
No sway on the stage and not a friend inside.
Just foot and mouth troubles.
Bless their hearts.
Oh, the ANC is foot and mouth troubles, talking loud and proud, while the misery doubles, thinking they're a heavyweight, throwing punches in the dark, but they're biting off a whole lot more than they can bar. Yeah, the times are getting tough and the road is getting rough, cause the ANC has foot and mouth troubles. Yeah, it's the 16th of December. The sun is high, the waves are blue, while everybody's chilling in Bolito. Someone's got something else to do. Down in Durban, they're soaking up the spray. It's a holiday, baby, reconciliation day. Nobody's at the office, nobody's on the clock, except for the agents heading down the block. They're swarming through the hallways, looking for a file, losing all the rhythm, losing all the style. In a wood-made office, the air turns cold. A story's being written that's already getting old. Demanding every paper, searching for a name. Intimidation is the spirit of the game. They said, where are the Americans? We need them in a row. But then they changed the script for the midday show. It was the raid on wood-made under a summer sky, a holiday hustle, a convenient little lie. They said, Hakuna Matata, don't you be afraid. We only want the canyons, it was quite the masquerade. Oh, the raid on wood made relations take a fall, building up the tension, building up the wall. Now Ronald's got a scheme and home affairs is talking fast, trying to make a holiday work ethic really last. The public's looking sideways, the logic doesn't flow. Working on a Friday, on a holiday, no. Was the KFC closed? Was there nothing left to eat? Is that why the uniforms are out on the street? Somebody doxed a diplomat, his secrets on the loose. Now Washington is tightening the diplomatic news. He ain't says it wasn't me. Washington says we shall see. A stumble, a tumble, a diplomatic crack. Once you cross that line, there's no turning back. No turning back. It was the raid on Woodmead under a summer sky. A holiday hustle, a convenient little lie. They said Hakuna Matata, don't you be afraid. We only want the Kenyans, it was quite the masquerade. Oh, the raid on Woodmead, relations take a fall. Building up the tension, building up the wall. Summer sky, a holiday hustle, a convenient little lie. They said, Hakuna Matata, don't you be afraid. We only want the Kenyans, was quite the masquerade. Oh, the raid on with me, relations take a fall. Building up the tension, building up the wall. Check the calendar. Reconciliation doesn't feel like it in Woodmead. Keep your papers ready, mate. Hakuna Matata. Right? Come coot in bed.
Life goes by, whether you realize it or not, in a flash. And next thing you know, you're 90, if you make it that far. And what are you going to regret not doing? What do you regret? What chances you could take? Reasonable chances. Make the most of it. Get the most out of it. We're not all beautiful, we're not ugly, we're not all thin, we're not all fat, we're not all straight, we're not all gay, we're all something. And who you are is who you are. As long as you're not a jerk, you'll be who you want to be. But the point I'm trying to make is life, be in it, folks. Do something. Make something of your life. Don't sit back and wait for life to take you, it just comes to you, just accept it as it comes. Set goals for yourself, set challenges, go out and make it happen. My entire life, that's what I've done. My entire life.
Good evening, folks. Welcome back. Monday, December 22nd, 2025. Just a few days before Christmas. Sound check. 22nd, 2025. Sounds good. Sounds good. Welcome back, folks. I hope you're all doing very well out there. Wish you the very best. Crazy evening once again here. Can't even take a break. Things broke loose at the Veterans Organization tonight. People did things without authorization. I've got to clean that up now. I couldn't even take a day off from volunteering for stuff. Tried to catch my breath. I got multiple things from refugees. I did take care of a few things. Took care of that colored family in California today. Hopefully they get resolution now. And working on issues still for folks in Richmond as well as Rochester and other locations. Yeah, so, and then real news broke. Real news. So got stuff to do with there. Let me say hello to everybody. I saw Ruthie's here. Ruth, what's up? We love you, Ruth. How do you do that? I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. There you go. Is that how you do it? The little heart there? Good to see you, Ruth. Good to see you. Ulrich Venter's here. Karen Lang, Angelique, Andre Mostart, Emerencia Quinn, Stutabella, Mandy van Rooyen. Kathy Price is here. Petrus van der Linde, Luva Eve. Kathy, I watched the video. I don't like the part about Ronaldo and I singing. That's I don't like that. Ronaldo's annoying me with that nonsense. He needs to stop it. Next time I'm simply just going to ignore it. Don't like that. Petrus van der Linde, Luva Eve, Zonneblum is back. And Yvonne Meinhardt, welcome to you. Thank you for upgrading your membership to Platoon Leader. Ooh, that's awesome. Thank you. Sloth Puppy, there's an OG. Chris Ayler has been around for donkey years too. Good to see you again, Chris. Welcome back. You got a salute. You can get a membership, man. Look at that. Pretty cool. You got a salute as a veteran. Peter Talliard, welcome to you. There's Chris again. Hey, Chris. Cleo DePolo, okay. AJ Quinn, Sean Nadir. CB's back again. Andre Mustard, okay. All right. So we got, who else there? Watch the video scam. Okay, guys, I haven't been scammed, okay? That's a warning to people if someone says, hey, if you decide you want to send me money to Outlook, that's why I don't do it very often, the PayPal thing. I just do it occasionally when people ask about it because I make more money when you send me PayPal than I do with YouTube. But there's only one email address, and that's the one I share with you guys. So someone has taken my photograph and created a profile under the name Chris Wyatt, stealing my photograph. I mean, it's possible I had, okay. Hang on a second here. Thank you. Hang on a second here, folks. This is the Veterans Organization. Sorry, folks. Okay. Okay. Sorry, folks. So I was called an ogre because these volunteers wanted to help out, and all I asked was that before someone posts something, just send me the images. It's not controlled whether they can post or not, but they sent me. They told me that they posted the image after it's posted. I didn't see it, and now I'm gonna have to take the fall for it because they told our guests that we're open on Christmas Eve, and we're not open on Christmas Eve. I convinced board members to let it be open on Christmas Day because a volunteer had worked. Someone had volunteered to work on Christmas Day. And now I'm getting a lot of backlash from this because this person posted it and said, all I was trying to do was prevent this. And see, all they do is undermine. The person who posted had good intentions, but didn't have the right information. And that's why I said you need oversight on it. So now we got to screw up. Anyway, so back to this. So I may have had a PayPal account one time that said Chris Wyatt, but that's not my legal name. I don't create financial things based on my, thank you. Based on my pseudonym. I don't do that. I only do my legal stuff based on my legal name. So I don't recall doing that because it's a financial thing. But I know for sure that I certainly didn't create a PayPal account with my castle photograph from 2023 and the handle at Colonel Chris Wyatt. That's my YouTube handle. Someone is trying to defraud people who want to send money to me. I hope no one has sent money to that account. I'm not aware of anybody doing it, but I became aware of it because someone asked me for my PayPal today, and I sent it to them because it was on the air, and they sent me a donation, which I appreciate. But before they sent me the donation, they said, which one of these is you? I'm confused. And I said, well, that's not me. So that's why I made the video. It's just shocking how dishonest some people are to try to defraud people. Metamorph, Phoenix, Rebellious Ruth. There's Ruthie. Ivan. Okay. So we got here. Keone. A very good evening to you. A good morning to all fellow South Africans. Trust you're well and safe. Nice tune. Keeps feet tapping. Yeah, it does. Okay. Where can you get the song? All kinds of places. Did I load that one already? I have to take a look and see if I've loaded that up already in my music distributor. Let me check my music distributor. Why am I logged out? What is going on? Why do I keep getting logged out of stuff here? This is insane. Now I'm going to have to use the damn code again. Oh, I didn't have to. No, that one's not loaded yet. Okay. You talking about the raid on Woodmead. ANC has foot and mouth trouble. That's already up. That's been up for days. It's already been distributed to 23 different sites. Some post it sooner than others, but it's on Spotify. But I ask that you watch DJ Silver Eagle Topic on YouTube because I'm getting more money from that than I am for anything else. So if you want to download it, it will eventually be in the Apple iTunes Store and Amazon. You can get on both those. It winds up. All right, so there you go. Xavier Grayling. Running a small country might be as in running the Veterans Organization. Sean, you might be right about that. Edwin and Rochelle from Seychelles. Hey, the Seychelles. Wow, good to see you there, man. The Seychelles. I've never been to Seychelles. I was supposed to go there. It didn't work out. I am trying to become the ambassador to Mauritius, though. We just recalled the career diplomat who's sitting in Mauritius to replace him with an official. And I've sent a note to somebody in D.C. said, I'm interested in the Mauritius ambassadorial position if you want to put a political appointee there. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you, Dirk Kutz. You should only use an email. Only use the email people are telling you. And in case anyone's curious what that email is, I'll put it up here again. It's in the video, but this is the only email that you can send it to. And once again, people start sending me stuff in email because they want me to address their refugee problems, or they want me to date their daughter, or marry their son, or whatever crazy thing they've got in mind. Not going to happen. I don't look at that email account except to check on my PayPal. So there's the PayPal. That's the only address that you will find right there. It's an Outlook address. Chris Wyatt Africa, PayPal. There you go. So if you want to send something to me through PayPal, that's the only way to do it. La Digue Island. Okay, thank you for that, Mouse. That must be nice. Are you on? Oh, you're getting married. Wow, congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you can't do any super chats. You're tapped out. Anyway, that is the only email address. If you see this account, let me find this crap for you real quick. So in case you missed the video that I did, because YouTube doesn't promote these things, this is the fake account. Let me find it here real quick. This is not me. This is stolen valor here. Someone is stealing my account. I did not do this. So this right here, let me turn off that PayPal thing first because it's going to interrupt things here. There it is. All right, so this is what I'm talking about here, folks. This is not my account. Not my account. All right? Now, that is from the person that was trying to send me money. And they looked and they saw Chris Wyatt at Colonel. At Colonel Chris Wyatt is my YouTube handle. Sorry. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Anyway, so there you go. There you go. So that's, sorry about that. I was distracted. I had to take the text message for. So that's not my account. So the only one that is my account, if you want to send me something there, and if you're ever unsure, you can contact me if you either by email before you do it, or send me a WhatsApp if you have that, and say, hey, is this the right account? And what I did for the person today to reassure them, I said, I got in contact with them. I said, okay, I'm going to make a video and talk about this fraud. I'm going to also mention that you and I have talked. You'll know it. Then you'll know it's me because you know who I am and you know my studio. People won't replicate this. Also, I said, why don't you send a small amount, a token amount, and then a tiny amount, and then I will send you a screenshot to show you I got it. Okay? Now, that doesn't necessarily confirm it because he could have been talking to the fraud, but I said I would mention on my video, which I did. But he didn't send a token amount. He sent a big one. He sent a big super chat. Thanks, Val. Thanks, Val. I'm sorry I can't type more. I'm in the middle of a live broadcast. My audience is listening to me right now. So thank you. You did nothing wrong. You're on top of things. It's just, this is why I said I have to. And then remember, I'm the ogre. I'm trying to control these people because I just asked to see things. And now we have this cock up because people... Anyway, I don't blame Tracy. I don't know where she got the information from, but it was never open. That's what I'm trying to find out. So you're good. Thanks. Let me get back to my audience. Guys, I'm coming back to you now. All right. So, okay. So, Mallet, welcome to from Namibia. Wow. Whereabouts in Namibia, man? Grootfontein, perhaps? Okay. Send a check in the mail. Well, you could just, hand me the cash. But I don't know if I'll be coming back to South Africa anytime soon with all the machinations going on there and all the people keep talking about my dangers to me in the chat instead of being quiet about it. Next couple live streams, just remind folks the fake count. Not everyone watch every last. Dirk, it's good advice. I will follow it. Sorry, this is what happens this night. I ain't handling your cash. You want cash in transit ice. You should have an authenticator app attached to your account. I don't know how you do that, Tokolosh. I didn't know it was a possibility. That does not stand out prominently in this. But that just makes it harder for people to donate money. But I suppose it gives some reassurance. So let me go to PayPal. I didn't know you could do that. That's news to me. I mean, I have an authenticator app to check my health stuff and check Facebook. Okay, I'm logging into PayPal now. Guys, anyone had their status statuses wiped clear on my progress? No, I'm not aware of that, Ivan. That's news to me. Thank you for the 100 Rand super chat. So someone sent me a small payment. Helen, did you send me a small payment? If you're here, Helen, tonight? Yep. That's a very small payment. Yeah, 3 cents to be exact, Helen. I got your 3 cents. Yeah, thank you for the 3 cents. If you were testing the system, there it's tested. Let me go to my account. PayPal deposit, account options, numbers, emails, add a passport, new features, multiple accounts, close your account. I don't see anything. Well, that really won't accomplish anything. Under review since September. Well, that's not unusual. Google Pay account is best to use. I don't know what you mean by Google Pay account. I'm not using Google Pay. They have enough control over my life. Security, maybe under Security tab. Two-step verification, passkeys. Manager logins, password. Now this is just for me getting into it. Payments, let me see what they say there. Online purchases, in-store purchase, automatic payments, loyalty cards. No, there's nothing here that I can see. Anyway, that's not important right now. All right, thank you. Good morning on the Move 64. I don't see anything about an authenticator app there for it. I ain't handling your cash. Okay, Swakamoon. Oh, Swakamoon. I like Swakamoon. It's nice. Yeah, been there. All the German stuff there, man. Been there a few times. Yep. Don't really care for Walfish Bay there much, though. That's not my cup of tea. All right, so good to see you all here. People kept asking for Arctic earlier today. I said he's here. They said they hadn't seen Arctic in a while. I'm like, he was here last night. The 007 Monty, welcome to you. Greetings to all. Had our destination wedding, went to the other side of the Juke Sky. Okay. Bobby B, welcome. Welcome. And the folks in the Seychelles, man, wow. How are the seashells on the seashore of the Seychelles? How is that? Yeah, what would an online platform be without fake accounts? That's true. That's true. Yes, I know what Authenticator is. I have it on my phone. I use it. But how in the hell do I attach it to my PayPal account? Someone suggests I attach it to my PayPal account. How exactly do you pull that off? See, Authenticator. There you go. There you go. So there you go. Authenticator right there. There you go. Oh, you can't see that. That's just as well. Anyway, I have Authenticator there. So there you go. I don't show you the numbers because you can log into my accounts. Exactly. Veroshka, what's going on there? Can PayPal not remove that account? I haven't reported PayPal right now. I'm double checking to make sure I didn't create an account like that, but I know I didn't create that at Colonel Chris Wyatt because that's my YouTube handle. I would never put on there. So it is definitely fraud. I will report it. Guys, you know, I can't take care of every refugee on the planet, do the veteran stuff, handle my business, write cogent, lucid articles for newspapers, give interviews. Can I go to the loo occasionally? Can I just go take a whiz? Can I take a wicked whiz? Is that okay? I can't do it all, man. Yep. What's going on right now? Love the puffin. Absolutely love the puffin, man. I'm telling you. Yep. Anyway, by the way, folks, I did take a short break earlier today and it killed me. Two-step verification is for me, though, Arctic. That's for me. That means I just have to do two-step verification all the time. How does that prevent somebody sending to a fake account? I get that. But how does that prevent somebody from being hoodwinked by a fake account? What does that do? I don't understand. I use two-step authentication for all the crap to get into government websites I have to do. But how in the world does that help anybody? The evil forces are busy, Jackie Kane. They always are. They never give up. Never give up. Greetings, Sharon. Or Sharon. Yaku Swanepoel got a membership. Wow, Yaku never gets those. Ronell Lowe got one too. And she's choose your authenticator app. PayPal will display a QR code. Okay, again, you're not explaining to me. Whose birthday is it, man? Jane Balzar, love what song, man? We did the songs half an hour ago. You must have just tuned in. Thank you, Renell, for your membership. Oh, that was a gifted one, so thank you. Is that a mini Santa on the shelf over your shoulder? Yes. You mean over here? Yes, that's a Santa Claus there. Yep. I've got several of them. Several of them. Alter Bridge is still around. Wow. Good to see you there, man. So let's get to some of the news, okay? Shall we do that? Shall we get to some of the news? Let's get these gifted memberships out of the way first. Apparently, it's your birthday. Are you serious? You forgot it was your birthday, Xavier? Wow, man, that's bad. I can't forget my birthday because it's Christmas Day. Okay, gotcha. I got you. All right, so, yeah, but again, Arctic, that's not going to solve the problem. If somebody creates a fake account and creates a QR code on that account, and I tell people to use the QR code, they're just going to use the fake account. I don't understand what you're getting at, man. Yes, Tokolosh wants to. Yeah, but Tokolosh, this isn't a news program. I just have some news because things are breaking. This is a chat program. All right. Yeah, are we done with the... No, apparently we're not done. We're still doing it. Alter Bridge, that should be the last one. Okay, that's very distracting. So I appreciate the memberships, but it's very distracting. All right, folks, here we go. 2 people have been arrested in the DJ Warras assassination. Wow. That's some good news, I hope. But, never should have happened. Never should have happened. 2 suspects have been arrested for the murder of Warwick DJ Warras Stock. They will appear in the Johannesburg Magistrates Court on Wednesday. He's gunned down outside the Carlton Center in Johannesburg's Central Business District on Tuesday last week. Gauteng police spokesman Brigadier Brenda Moridili said the 2 suspects were initially brought in for questioning by the Serious and Violent Crime Investigations Team. So we've solved the DJ Warras murder, but not the Edward Neumeister murder or the Brendan Horner murder, which occurred in 2020. Just saying. Detectives apprehended the suspects at 2 a.m. in a hostel in Soweto, charged with the murder, and will appear in the court on Wednesday, December 24th. News 24 understands that Stock was in the building from early in the morning last Tuesday before he was lured outside. Houses 200 residents, with half reporting not paying rent. Insiders close to the investigation said Stock received a phone call requesting that he come downstairs shortly before the shooting. Moments after exiting the building, he was confronted by 3 men at his car. One of them was armed and shot him at close range. Find it distressing this admirable stand against criminal activities and his commitment to building of a crime-free city are believed to have cost him his life. Well, that's exactly what happened here. In the lawless wastelands of South Africa. Yeah, and they'll never really do any time. Gauteng's government said they welcome the arrest. They vow to tackle criminal syndicates. Why do you wait till this man's been murdered to tackle criminal syndicates? Gauteng provincial government has welcomed the arrest of 2 suspects. They confirmed that they had taken the suspects into custody. ILL previously reported that he was shot outside the Zambezi building. Cold-hearted murder of a community-oriented, socially conscious entrepreneur like DJ Warras must serve as a line in the sand for our city and our province. This tragedy will galvanize the provincial government and municipal authorities to expedite the ongoing efforts to dismantle the scourge of hijacked buildings and violent syndicates that control them. So let's do a poll. How many of you believe that it's actually going to change anything? I don't believe it for a second. So, start a poll. There's the poll. Feel free to answer the poll question, folks. Leanne McCaskill says you can want me as your PA. That's impossible, Leanne. My PA would have to live here. It's impossible. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Then I have to spend all my time trying to communicate with my PA. Doesn't work. Was that statement written by A? Because it sounds like AI. What, the one I read? Or the poll question I gave? No, I don't know who wrote that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Iran is deploying warships for drills with South Africa. Yeah, I'm not making this up. Just when you thought they couldn't get any dumber than this, they do get dumber than this. Iran deploys warships for BRICS naval drills with Russia, China, and South Africa. Yep, just when you thought they couldn't get any dumber. The commander of the Iranian Army's naval force, Rear Admiral Shamran Irani, says the 103rd, 104th flotillas of the Iranian naval force have set sail for South Africa. This was days ago, on the 21st. Speaking at a gathering of clergymen hosted by Iran's naval force, Rear Admiral Irani announced that the 103rd, 104th flotillas had set sail and currently en route to South Africa to carry out their foreign missions. He said that one of these is naval fleets responsible for escorting commercial ships, adding the 103rd Naval Fleet will participate in the BRICS joint exercise. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Once again, stupid South African government. There he is. There you go. The enemy has left no stone unturned to undermine the image of the country in various social and cultural areas, but the noble nation of Islamic Iran will thwart their conspiracies waged against the country like in the past, and their enemies' dreams will not come true. Rear Admiral Irani underlined. Well, now's the time to take over the Persian Gulf. There's no Iranian Navy there. KwaZulu-Natal's speaker has suspended MK Party for their disruption in the legislature. Bonginkosi Mkandadi said 34 MK members have been suspended. They were charged with grossly disorderly violence. This is what should have happened to the EFF in Parliament. MK Party Chief Whip in KZN, Bonginkosi Mkandadi, has confirmed the suspension of 35 party members after violence erupted during a failed vote of no confidence. Among those suspended is Mgani himself, who told News 24 that he and other affected MPLs received official suspension letters Monday, charged with grossly disorderly violence and unlawful conduct. Why aren't they charged with a crime if it's unlawful? If they commit a crime, why aren't they charged with a crime? Willfully and repeatedly ignoring lawful instructions and calls for order issued by the presiding officer, singing, dancing during the sitting in the manner calculated to disrupt proceedings, persistently undermining the authority of the presiding officer, shouting and intimidating other members of the House, exhibiting threatening, aggressive, violent behavior towards members and staff, deliberately attempting to usurp control of the proceedings of the House, engaging in generally unruly conduct deliberately intended to disrupt the proceedings of the House and render it incapable of conducting its business. Well, why aren't they in jail? Yes, the ANC postponed this just before the G20, but now it's back on. And Iran joined it. But Iran wasn't part of it originally. You're correct, Dirk. I'm sure the arrest was probably just, they're probably finding convenient scapegoats. I wouldn't want to be these guys. They probably have a short lifespan in custody. Sven says South Africa's government knows it's over between the U.S. and South Africa and the U.S. since pivoting hard east. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Yep, that's a fair assessment. City of Johannesburg denies they disconnected Lutuli House from the grid over failure to pay their bills. Really? Remember this photograph when the sheriff of the High Court went there to inventory all their items? City of Johannesburg has swiftly refuted reports that the ANC's headquarters had its electricity supply cut due to outstanding municipal debt. But that comes after reports claim the building owes the city 365,000 rand and that its power had been disconnected as part of a crackdown on municipal debt. Mayor Dada Marrero, in a statement on his official Facebook page, clarified that Lutuli House was not part of the city's disconnection program. Why not? If they owe 300,000, why haven't they paid the 365,000? Cease spreading fake news, Dada said. The city of Johannesburg is tightening the screws on its worst defaulters, who now face the removal of their entire electricity infrastructure, including meters, under aggressive credit control drive, Project Lokisa. Well, why don't you do that for the Lutuli House? If they owe you 365,000 rand, why don't you cut them off? They don't need electricity anyway. There's enough hot air in that building that can stay perfectly warm. Good morning, George from Heckport. What's going on, man? Gun groups have slammed the deputy mayor over her idiotic behavior. The reckless shooting at a cultural... Man, look at those arms, man. Look at that arm. You can't make a cartoon character that shows that much flab on a forearm or an upper arm. The biceps, man. Firearms advocacy organizations have condemned B2 municipality deputy mayor Nokuzola Kolwapi after videos showed her firing shots in the air during a cultural celebration in Plettenberg Bay, calling the acts reckless and dangerous. Gun-Free South Africa, Action Society, and NARFO said that whether this object was a real firearm or replica, discharging in public space normalized gun violence and undermined firearm safety laws. Exactly right. 100%. 100%. She defended her conduct, insisting she fired a toy gun, accused critics of using the incident to score political points. I think she should be apprehended and incarcerated for endangering public safety. Indeed, indeed, indeed. She says a toy firearm was used in the viral video of her son's Kosa initiation. It was an act of woman power. An act of woman power. That is not a toy gun. An act of woman power. Look at this idiot. She is the Equazi political movement president, released an official statement through the party's social media saying that the video was taken during a celebration marking the return of her son from a Kosa initiation ceremony that marks the transition to manhood. So they cut his weenie. It's unfortunate that this moment has been used to score political points by the ANC and bogus so-called local community leaders. No, it's unfortunate you're a dangerous criminal. That's what's unfortunate. It's unfortunate you're a dangerous criminal. Oh my goodness, that's what's unfortunate. Well, the demented lunatics are still going after Phil Craig, a lawful resident of South Africa, married to a South African. Yep, they're still going after him. Yep, exactly. Not letting go of their teeth on that one. Phil Craig defends his stance on Western Cape secession amid calls for his deportation. Cape Independence Advocacy Group and the referendum party's Phil Craig has defended himself again amid repeated calls for his deportation. Petition started a year and a half ago, has been gaining increasing visibility over the last few months. Petition calling for Craig's deportation now stands at almost 60,000 signatures. Petition started by Keep South Africa Free has described him as a UK nationalist who is also causing division in our country. His actions reminiscent of the apartheid era, threatening to tear apart the unity we have fought so hard to establish. It's unacceptable that an outsider seeks to disrupt our peace and harmony. South Africa's come a long way since the end of apartheid. We strive for unity and equality among all citizens. Well, that's simply not true. That's simply not true. You've striven for racial revenge and hatred against white and other minority South Africans. Through the work of Cape Independence Advocacy Group and the referendum, Craig has been championing for Western Cape secession. By any measure, South Africa as a country is performing abysmally to the great detriment of its people. This is a result of terrible government policies, further exacerbated by gross incompetence and corruption. I will never apologize for wanting to change this and in doing so to improve people's lives. The Western Cape is the only province that has enacted its own constitution, and the right of the Western Cape Premier to call a provincial referendum is reaffirmed in Section 37, Paragraph 2, subsection F. It is therefore inconceivable that a legal resident holding and promoting an idea in accordance with Sections 5 and 16 of the Constitution, where the desired outcome is that the Western Cape people exercise their rights under Section 235 of the South African Constitution, having first established that this is their democratic will in accordance with Section 127 of the Constitution, can be an egregious action deserving of extreme sanction. In light of the above, the conduct of certain political parties and individuals have been despicable, malicious, undemocratic, and coercive. Ironically, this conduct underscores the importance of Cape independence. He also added on Monday, ironically, petition and the constant abuse that he's been subject to further illustrate their point. Via Parliament and Presidency, it has been established that we are acting within our rights and the law. We are pursuing self-determination in line with the Constitution based upon a referendum of the Western Cape people. I wrote the non-racialism bill that is currently with the Portfolio Committee on Justice and Constitutional Development. If people want to run me out of the country for that, I say it says far more about them than it does about me. I don't expect everyone to like my views, but they are going to have to learn to live with them. I'm fighting for a better future for all the Western Cape people, color, black, and white, and I'm going nowhere. Previously, Home Affairs Minister Leon Schreiber has indicated this department will not withdraw the permanent residency status of Craig because MPs dislike his political views. Yep, there you go. There you go. Phil Craig, under attack still. What video was made by AI? No, it's not a toy gun. No, that's not a toy gun. No. Exactly. I can walk into a bank and say it's manpower. It's manpower. Sven says this, with all the reckless disregard for diplomacy, is going to turn very ugly. Another juju case, exactly. Those aren't biceps, they're popsaka. Yeah, I know. They're bigger than anybody's. It's just flab. 3 people accused of the Cape Town murder of the grandmother from Bloemfontein, or from the Free State, are being held. They've withdrawn their bail application. 3 men accused of murdering Karen van Aert have chosen not to apply for bail. They'll remain behind bars with their next court appearance in February of next year. Slowly exterminating the white population of South Africa, and for that matter, the black and brown population, these lawless thieves in South Africa. Yep, they withdrawn there on Jake Gerwal. Man, I've driven that road many, many times. Not my favorite spot. All right, so we've got how many votes in the poll? Let me see. We got 134. I'm going to end the poll because it's blocking my view over here of the chat. Prediction for 2026, at least one person arrested for dissent against the government might not be found guilty, by example. Yes, I believe they will arrest people for their speech this year. It's going to happen. I agree with you, Dirk. He's a guest and should behave appropriately. Well, actually, not really, Arctic. He's married to a South African national, so it's a bit of an argument. You got to be careful there. Yeah, the ANC are terrified of Phil Craig. Absolutely. Calling for South Africans like Reedy, who criticized Trump, be deported, then Craig should be judged. I didn't call for Reedy to be deported. I never called for her to be deported. Nope, I just said she's a hypocrite. No, why she should be deported? She hasn't broken any laws here. Being stupid isn't a law. Lying isn't a crime. It's foolish, but it's not a crime. Nope, I've never called for her to be deported. No, you may be calling for it, but I didn't call for it. No, I don't. People should be free to speak. Reedy Tlaib is doing nothing that undermines the United States sovereignty. Nothing. She's just being dumb and dishonest. And if people can't see that she's dumb and dishonest, that's on them, not on her. Now, if she commits fraud, that's a different story. Hey, what's going on in Durban, Gail? Dirt bin. Terrific as prisons are, some of those criminals will have a lot of their gang members in the same prisons. Will get free 3 meals a day. Rasul didn't make any. He broke diplomatic protocol. Arctic. He broke diplomatic protocol. Absolutely. You're not supposed to do that as an ambassador. No. No, he didn't break any laws, but he's there as a diplomat. That's a different story. It's a different story. He is a different story. Being a diplomat and being a visitor to a country, two completely different situations. Diplomats are accorded and afforded special privileges. It doesn't matter whether it's illegal. They're afforded and accorded special privileges and rights. And if you abuse those rights, like insulting your host, then you're sent home. It's as simple as that. They abused the host. Doesn't matter. Why are you being combative, Arctic? You know that he was wrong. I guess you just don't like Phil Craig. That must be what's going on there. I don't know. You tell me. What's going on here? Getting texted. Oh. What's this? Someone called me? Someone from Pennsylvania called me. All right, not from Pennsylvania, from... I answer those calls. Anyway, sorry. This is not a phone number I haven't even given anybody. It doesn't matter whether it's illegal. It's a violation of diplomatic norms. All right, so that's some of the stuff we need to talk about. So keep going here. China's sprint for tech dominance, but the economy is like Swiss cheese, and I've been telling you about this for a few years, haven't I? Self-sufficiency push has made China a tougher competitor to the U.S., but it comes at enormous waste. Yeah, they build all these cars and all these buildings that nobody uses, and they sit around and rot and rust. In cities and small towns across China, two seemingly contradictory facts are simultaneous. China is closing the gap with the U.S. for global technological dominance, and big parts of the economy are a mess. Locally pioneered electric cars zip past deserted apartment blocks. Factory robots run by artificial intelligence churn out products that jobless college graduates cannot afford. State technology funds throw billions of dollars at money-losing startups, even as the national debt surges to unprecedented levels. The emergence of AI startup DeepSeek earlier this year showed China can challenge the U.S. in some of the world's most competitive technologies, but its gains are coming at a steep cost. People going hungry, cities unoccupied, buildings empty, high debt. Correct. The Western Cape is not going to secede from South Africa. Yeah. It's a fantasy. Pope Leo is using his time as the pontiff to undermine America's national security. Maybe we should consider stripping him of his citizenship. Most of Pope Leo's appointments for Catholic bishops, yes, have called for better treatment of immigrants in the country. Of course, there are no ill treatment of immigrants. Immigrants are not treated poorly in this country. Criminal alien invaders, different story. But immigrants are treated with respect. We appreciate them coming here, but not criminal alien invaders. 10 of the 13 selections made to date, including the new Archbishop of New York, announced Thursday replaced leading conservative Cardinal Timothy Dolan, have spoken public on the issue. Yep. The U.S. bishop's pro-life agenda focused for decades on ending legal abortion with their national lobby, but now they want to keep illegal immigrants in our country. They consider that to be pro-life. The Catholic Church is corrupt to its core. To its core. Took a screenshot of the lady's hand holding the pistol. AI search says it's semi-automatic chrome or nickel plated surface. Yeah, well, I would agree. I don't need AI to tell me that. Dirk agreed, and IR shouldn't be as as it is just as responsible for the rest of the country with mess around. Huh? President Trump has unveiled his big announcement today was the Golden Fleet Initiative. New battleship class will boost sea power. President introduces new plans to revive U.S. shipbuilding and expand the Navy's ship inventory. President Trump unveiled plans for a new fleet of large warships to be called Trump-class battleships as part of his vision to build a Golden Fleet. The new initiative comes as the Navy has seen setbacks in the shipbuilding efforts in recent decades, including the cancellation of Constellation class frigate last month. Speaking at quarters at Mar-a-Lago with Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Navy Secretary John Phelan, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the President referenced the Iowa-class battleships World War II, saying the new battleship class will represent 100 times the force, the power. There's never been anything like these ships. They've been under design consideration for some time. It started with me in my first term. Trump stated the plan is to begin with 2 ships, expand to 10, eventually increase a total of 20, 25. First 2 ships in the class we built in 2.5 years. Also plans to meet with defense contractors coming days to discuss limiting executive pay, dividends, and stock buybacks and encourage them to invest more in their businesses. Wow. Interesting. The new frigate class is part of the Golden Fleet, built on a proven American design in American shipyards with American supply chain. Interesting. Trump announces the Golden Fleet, Trump-class battleships. USS Defiant. Star Trek, man. The USS Defiant. I love it. I love it. The Defiant. It's like we're watching Deep Space Nine, man. 3 to 6 months to get documents to be printed immediately as per before 94. Just another example, says Joe. Good evening and good morning to you, Alan McGonigal. What are the chances of any further action taken by the U.S. targeted sanctions for the new year? Very slim. Not much is going to happen by the end of the year, I don't think. Catholic organizations for trafficking minors across the nation. I don't know that that's true, but I do know that they're corrupt, thoroughly corrupt. What's your take on NVIDIA Planetary Partnership? I'm not so sure I'm sold on that. Why? What's your take on it, Sven? Ex-CIA chief and communist Brennan asked to keep Justice Department from steering a case towards a favored judge. The request addressed the top federal judge in Miami. He sought to block U.S. attorney from pursuing a politically charged inquiry before Judge Eileen Cannon. He's repeatedly decided in Trump's favor because that's what the law says. John O'Brien, communist extraordinaire and Obama scumbag, former CIA moron, sought on Monday to prevent Justice Department from steering a sprawling investigation into his political adversaries to a judge in Florida. The request addressed Chief Judge Cecilia Altonanga was extraordinary. It would be highly unusual for a chief judge to block a colleague from overseeing the investigation, but a lawyer for Mr. Brennan argued that under circumstances she had the authority and the duty to do so. In a 16-page letter, they asserted the Justice Department and what he portrayed as a violation of prosecutorial ethics appeared to be planning to manipulate grand jury and case assignment procedures. You mean manipulate grand juries? You mean like Alvin Bragg did? Or who is the clown there in Georgia? Remember her? Yeah. Letitia James, New York. Manipulate grand juries? You mean like that? Oh, sound familiar? Mass recall of U.S. ambassadors. 30 envoys were called, many from Africa. Yes, President Trump is pulling back his career diplomats, giving them other assignments, and he'll replace them. Yep. Lots in Africa. My goodness. Earlier this year, the State Department laid off 1,300 people at its headquarters, including 246 Foreign Service officers as part of its broader effort to reorganize the department. Trump administration abruptly recalls over 24 career ambassadors. Oh, look at that, man. That's not good. Or is it? It might be good. Who knows? We'll see. But not according to the leftist Washington Post. Lawmakers probe the Trump approval of NVIDIA chip sales to China. Lawmakers are questioning President Trump's decision to approve sales of NVIDIA H200 chips to China. They're more powerful than anything U.S. export controls currently allow. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, ranking member of the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee, and Representative Gregory Meeks of New York, ranking member of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, wrote a letter to Jeffrey Kessler, Undersecretary of Industry and Security, on December 22nd, requesting information behind the decision that saw the president reverse position on AI chip exports. Interesting. And Barry Weiss. What's Barry Weiss up to? I ultimately had to comply. 60 Minutes executive producer faces fallout after Barry Weiss shelves the story. The segment on the deportation of Venezuelan criminals to El Salvador's prison was postponed after Trump administration refused to grant the network an interview. In the end, our editor-in-chief had a different vision for how the piece should be, and it came in late, and we were not in a position to address the notes. We pushed back, we defend our story, but she wanted changes, and I ultimately had to comply. Internal tension at 60 minutes. Who cares? They're fraudulent anyway. No one cares about 60 minutes. And there you have it, folks. That's some of the news I picked up for tonight. Potentially dangerous merging big AI with military mass monitoring and surveillance is a little scary. Yeah, I got you, Sven. Read a book about the CIA. Read a book about CIA during bomb years, and if there is an afterlife, Brandon will not. Yeah, no, he will not end up in a happy place. A couple of crusades to the Catholic Church to clean up his reputation. I agree. During Biden's administration at the border, there were videos of what happening, Holden? Trafficking? What do you think about the raid, or would just stay at the strong word statement? I think they will do something, but not yet. Big and beautiful ships. It's like nobody watched Terminator. I know. I mean, I'm the guy that's been railing against AI the whole time. Skynet is not your friend, man. You don't want to become self-aware. You don't need that sentience. We don't need sentient computers. That's not good. There's never a good outcome there. The Terminators, man. Anyway, so there you go, folks. There you go. Yeah, Trump's got his own class of ships now. I'm sure they'll try to cancel that unless a Republican stays in office for a while. Catholic Church, man. So, what else did I have here that I downloaded for you guys? Oh, you guys saw the videos I did, right? Did you guys see the videos I did? Did you see this one? Wouldn't it be funny if I came to South Africa and when I left, I'd be on a flight full of refugees? That's interesting. Watch. The next time I fly, I bet you I'd be on a flight full of refugees. Hey, it's a colonel. I wouldn't get any rest on that flight. 17 hours, people be coming up asking me questions the entire time except when turbulence hit. The captain is turned on the seatbelt light. Please return to your seats. Sit down, including all you people in the back of the plane talking to the colonel. I got 2 dislikes on that video. People are demented. They really are. All right, so you saw that one. What about the other one? Oh, Denise saw all of them. What'd you think? I thought that's funny. Well, Denise, I imagine you would see that. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. We're now ascending to 30,000 feet for cruising level over the South Atlantic. At this time, if you'd like to move about the cabin, you'll find Colonel Chris Wyatt will be sitting in seat 37 Delta in the back of the plane in economy because he's a poor guy that doesn't get many super chats. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. We're now... That was funny. I like that one. I just didn't get many super chats. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, my video's not doing very well because they're not the right topics. So I did this one on the 20 years for YouTube. Yeah, so. Nobody cruised it over 30,000 feet over the Atlantic. Yeah, you're right. It's 34,000 feet. What are you talking about, man? That's what you get, Arctic, for not showing up for the show when I said that. Oh, they're not supposed to bend like that? It's cold in Qingdao, China. Qingdao, China. What's going on there in Qingdao? I had a good laugh seeing you at the controls. I had a good laugh when it was sent to me. I laughed my butt off. Dougie Ray, what's going on, man? Nobody cruises 30,000 feet. Andre Clausen with a 40 Rand super chat. The clouds are gathering. Oh. That low, you're still running out of fuel and landing in the Atlantic. I said we're rising to a cruising altitude. That's what I said. I didn't say we're cruising. Did I say I was cruising? Maybe I did. Yeah, Kathy, check them out. Yeah, one of them's under the shorts. The other one's under the videos. Okay, just before the PayPal fraud. I like the image I made for it. I took that and I made this image. Hang on a second here. Let me find it. So that's the image I made for it. Come on, come on, come on. I used AI, and here he goes. I love this image. This is pretty cool. So this is the image that I made for it, for the thumbnail. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. There's an angry Wyatt baby there, man. Hey, I didn't know I was flying for Delta. I just noticed I had a Delta on my hat. Look at that. It's cold there. Well, it's nice here. It's about 36 degrees just above freezing, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. So there you can see Lion's Head and Signal Hill, and it's not quite correct, but then you see DHL Greenpoint Stadium and Table Mountain in the background. So not too bad. There's a lot of open space there that no longer exists, though. There you go. So I made that one. So no, that baby's angry, man. There's no doo-doo there. No doo-doo. No number 2. He's just an angry baby. Oh, my goodness. I got to love it. Anyway. Wow, wow, wow. So let's take a look at things here, folks. Yeah, Renell thinks it's adorable. Okay, so we didn't have a lot of views today. No, we didn't. A slow day. I guess because Christmas, people are tuning down a little bit. But I did want to look at how we're doing for the year. So for the year, folks, hang on a second here. I'm just checking one more thing for the year real quick. Okay, for the year, well, lifetime, not the year. Let's do lifetime. For lifetime now. Ooh, Amanda. Thank you so much for the 350th rate flying towards that Boeing in out of South Africa. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. It's very kind of you, Amanda Larson. 350 on Super Chat. It's like the controls. Maybe they bend. Maybe the wings bend. Let's see. So lifetime now on the channel. We've got, come on, 36.5 million views now. 3.1 million hours of viewed content. 119,000 subscribers. Pretty awesome. 2025 has been very good to the channel. Thank you all so much for that. The rest of the time, it's been. I've had great, reliable viewers who stuck with us, and they're fantastic. But people didn't find out about the channel. Why are there buttons on top of the glare shield? Because AI put them there, man. I'll trade you the glare shields for the angry bearded baby flying the plane. I like that, Dirk. That's funny, man. That's funny. Oh my goodness. At least we have a little bit of fun, right? So, folks, I've got to tell you about an amazing series. Eric Bana, I'm a huge fan. I think he's a hell of an actor, Eric Bana. So let's just, he did Munich. He did Black Hawk Down. Yeah, he's from Australia, Eric Bana. Let's see some of the stuff he's done. He's 57 now, okay? And, of course, it's short for his Croatian name, which is Banadinovic. Banadinovic. His mom is German. His dad is a Croat. Yeah, let's see what he's done here. So Black Hawk Down, yep. That was one that really got. I played Bruce Banner in The Hulk. I played Munich. That was really good. He played Nero in a Star Trek. Was in Lone Survivor. Yeah. But now he's in a series called Untamed. Oh, my goodness. Untamed. That is incredible. Incredible. That was a great series. I binge watched it earlier this evening when I was distracted by things. But yeah, Munich was great. Played Avner Kaufman. That, remember that. Yep. But now he's got Untamed. Plays Kyle Turner, 6 episodes. He was executive producer. Really good stuff. Untamed. Oh, it's great, Dirk. Untamed is incredible. Fantastic. And you can't even tell they actually filmed it in Canada, most of it. Some of the stock shots are actually from Yosemite, but the rest is in Canada. Wow, actually had a couple twists in it that I didn't quite. I kind of went that direction, but then moved away from it. Got caught up in the action. It's an awesome series, man. It was fantastic. 6 great episodes. I might start watching it again tonight. Yep. Is the relationship between U.S. and China really that bad? No, it's not that bad. It's a lot of posturing by both sides. Yep. Watch it all today. Well, same here, Ivan. Same here. Yep. Untamed was incredible. It's going to come back for a 2nd season, by the way. A 2nd season. Strange AI can design a new jet engine, but can't make a cockpit image without buttons on the buttons. Well, Light Rain, that's because I'm getting my image for free. and the people making jet engines are using multi-billion-dollar supercomputers to use AI. I'm using a website for free. There's a big difference between the two. Airbus was testing AI landing and takeoff, not autopilot related, but actual AI driven. That is frightening. Yep, a lot of people apparently watched it already. Mindhunter is good, but they didn't keep it up with it. They stopped doing it. It's a shame. Mindhunter was really good. I liked Mindhunter. Yep, that's the Quantico unit. So Mindhunter. Yep, it was only on for 2 seasons. I remember correctly. Yeah, Mindhunter. Oh wait, maybe that's a different one. No, that's the right one. 2 seasons. Yep. Holden Ford and Bill Tench. Yep. Yeah, and the Australian actress came in as a lesbian in that. Anna Torv. Anna Torv is a heck of an actress. I like her. Yeah, she's done some good stuff. She's only 46. Wow. Yep. Yep. What's that? She did that one show. Oh, she was McLeod's Daughters. I didn't realize that. 2 episodes. One of McLeod's daughters died, by the way. Secret City. That's the show. Secret City. She played Harriet Dunkley. Yep. Yeah. Secret City. Mindhunter. Yep. It's amazing how you watch one actor or actress in one thing and you never forget them. And Anna Torv just really got my attention. Never forget that. Yeah. She, Scottish descent and Estonian ancestry. Okay. There you go. That makes sense. Huh. Fringe. Was she in Fringe? I had that, but I never really watched it. That's Pacey from Dawson's Creek. Retards were talking about putting sensors in a spanner connected to AI that tells plumbers how much to tighten a nut. That's a solution looking for a problem. Exactly. Washington Spies has been a series on Netflix for years. That's old. The Culpeper spy ring. Yep. Single pilot flight decks with AI assistance. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, no, Untamed was incredible, man. The scenery is fantastic. The storyline was fantastic. Time Traveler as well. Who is good in Time Traveler? Pacey? I like that show that had Eric. What's his name? Eric McCormick. What's that? Eric McCormick. What was that show? I love that show. It was fantastic. And they just ended it. It sucks. What's with that mustache? I'm seeing a picture of him wearing a mustache. He looks ridiculous. Let me see which show that was. Of course, he's from Will and Grace, but that's not what I'm talking about. What is that show called? Television. He was in Silk Stockings. One episode. Come on. What is that show called, man? Travelers. That was the show. Grant McLaren. Travelers was fantastic, man. I love that show, Travelers. Did you guys ever see that? Paul Stapler, take care, man. Travelers was awesome. Had 3 seasons, 34 episodes. Task. I don't know that. Where's that at, Ivan? Is it on television or one of the networks or one of the streaming services? Dan, what's going on, man? Yep. Eric McCormick's producer. It was a fantastic show. I love that show. Yep. HBO. Oh, I don't have HBO. I like their protocols. Do you remember Lieutenant Commander Albert Schoffelberger's Navy counterinsurgency officer killed in El Salvador? No, I don't remember him, Courtney. Why? What's going on? Thank you, Courtney McBride, for the $5 super chat. That came out of nowhere. I don't know the series Task. So protocol number 1 for the travelers. The mission comes first. I love that. Leave the future in the past. Don't take a life. Don't save a life unless otherwise directed. Do not interfere. Do not reproduce. In the absence of direction, maintain your host's life. Do not communicate with other known travelers outside your team unless sanctioned by the director. The team historians have an additional secret protocol involving the periodic updates they receive concerning historic information relative to their team's role in the grand plan. It is sub-protocol of Protocol 2. Protocol 2H, this forbids a revelation about the existence of the updates with anyone, ever. Director can invoke 3 other protocols in special situations. Protocol Alpha temporarily suspends all the protocols when a critical mission must be accomplished at all cost. Protocol Epsilon can be invoked when traveler archives are threatened, and Protocol Omega permanently suspends all the protocols and the director abandons the travelers because the future has either been fixed or deemed impossible to fix. Yep. Mackenzie Porter, she played Marcy on that show. I like her. She's a Canadian actress, too. I've seen her in a while. I used to watch Airwolf. I never really watched Airwolf. Yeah, I hope Paramount does beat Netflix. I hate Netflix. I hate Netflix. Yeah, she bleached her hair, but she looks better as a brunette than she does as a blonde, Mackenzie Porter. I'm guessing she was pregnant here. Yep. I didn't even know she was a musician. I just knew her as an actress. No wonder I haven't seen her in years. Netflix went woke 5 years ago. Yep. A lot of good original stuff on HBO. That's why I hope Netflix can buy Warner Brothers and get into the stable. No, I'll pass, Dirk. Paramount, let's buy that. Good evening. What did President Trump Secretary of War say? They announced a new class of warships, the Trump class battleships that are coming out. Yep. Including USS Defiant. I love that, the Defiant. It's like watching Deep Space Nine. Worf and the Defiant. Yep. Thanks to the super chat, Courtney. Thank you. Did you read that DSTV South Africa's been sold? Yes, it's sold to the French, if I'm not mistaken. The Canal Plus. Anna Torv is also a very good Secret City. No, I said Secret City. I love Secret City. Well, there's a couple really good South African or Australian shows. That's one of them. What's that other one? One where they're what's the Australian? Let me see. Australian drama series. Let's see what it comes up with here. No, those aren't ones I can think of. Excuse me. Excuse me. I thought it's these there. Okay. I don't recognize any of these. It's not the ones I'm looking for. Glitch was good. I love Glitch. That was a good series. Secret City was good. That's not the ones I'm looking for, though. Glitch I really liked. The one was Mystery Road. I love Mystery Road. Mystery Road rocks, man. That is a great series. I haven't seen High Country, though. That looks good. Yeah. Mystery Road. I love Mystery Road. And there's another one that just came out recently that has, what's his name? The guy from, what is his name? From Longmire. Robert, what's his name? Robert Taylor. Robert Taylor, I think it is. Robert Taylor, Longmire. So let's look up Robert Taylor from Longmire and his show he just did. He's one of Australia's busiest actors. He's 62. Okay, the one he just did recently. Scrublands? That's not right. What did he do? They don't have, oh, is it Territory? Yeah, that's one. Territory. That one's pretty good. That series. Australian 6-part neo-Western drama starring Anna Torv. That's where I saw her at also. Michael Dorman, Robert Taylor, and Sam Corlett. This plot centers on a family running the world's largest cattle station. It was released on Netflix in October last year. In February, the series was canceled after one season. World's largest cattle station, Marianne Station, located in Northern Territory, Australia, has been owned for generations by the Lawson family dynasty. It becomes a prize to be sought after by rival cattle station families, various gangsters, Australian Aboriginal elders, and mining magnates. When patriarch Colin Lawson's favored son, Daniel, dies after a suspicious riding accident. As Daniel's been managing the cattle station, heading up the powerful Territorial Cattlemen's Association, the first episode unfolds with a two-fold major battle for succession beginning at Dan's funeral. Yeah. Oh, that's a great show, man. 6 episodes. And they canceled it. Sucks. Territory, that was the one. Yep. Territory, Secret City, Glitch. Glitch was incredible, man. That was a great series. Anna Torv, man. Great actress. The Unit. The Unit didn't do anything for me. That's a CBS show. That's why I said Canal Plus bought them. Meet the Spartans. Kevin Sorbo. No, I don't know that one. Kevin Sorbo. He was a guest on my programs, Courtney. Did you know that? I interviewed Kevin Sorbo on this program. Yep. I met Kevin Sorbo at CPAC in 2023, and he gave me an interview. He promised to give me another interview, but it didn't pan out last December last year. Yep. Anyway. Right. So, Dallas and Rich Man, Poor Man back in the day. Ivan, you asked that question, and I answered already. No one else. I guess you're trying again to see if anyone's joined the stream later that it might have a situation. But I don't know that anyone has. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading what somebody sent me. Somebody in California just reached out to me, a refugee family, told me their experience, but they're mistaken. People's memories get fuzzy. They told me that they first heard about President Trump's refugee program in January. That wasn't possible. He didn't announce till February 7th. I know it seared in my memory. I went live for 3 hours and 38 minutes. Yep, but they're just mistaken, that's all. A lot of roads, what's going on? A lot of you are very late because I'm about to wrap up. I'm going to get some rest and I'm kind of tired. It's only 11:15 here on the East Coast, but I need to edit the video I just recorded about how South Africa is not a target of the United States, how the U.S. is not targeting South Africa. I'm about to edit that video. I've already recorded it, but I need to edit it. So thanks, guys. Be sure to hit the like button, and I do appreciate it. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for the super chat revenue. 20 is almost over. Safis is now holiday, and then 2026. Okay. Yeah, no, my plans are being altered by events, and so we'll see how things go. All right? I'll keep you guys informed. Okay? All righty. That's going to do it. So be sure to... What's this? What that is. Yeah. Be sure to hit the like button. Go Army. You're very welcome. And you guys be well. And I'll see you folks on Tuesday, hopefully. Okay? Don't forget Wednesday. We have Wednesdays with the Colonel and Ronaldo. And it's Christmas Eve. And then on Thursday, it's Christmas Day. I'll be wearing my stuff. And then probably on Friday as well. Okay? But I'm getting crabs on Tuesday. Steam crabs, guys. Relax. All right. Cheers. Be well. Thank you all for being here tonight. God bless. And take care of yourselves. All right? Cheers.